Let me start by saying this. I did not think that Shiftup would fumble these characters as hard as they did. Now, the units that I'm talking about, you've probably seen them in the thumbnail before you already clicked this video, but I'm just going to say it just so I could get it out there. Bae and Clay had so much potential, especially Bae. Bae had something interesting in her kit, but what worried me was that after Bae's release, they didn't release Clay and in Bae's kit. And now in Clay's kit, they didn't have anything referring to each other in the kit, like what Blanc and Noir or the schoolgirls have in their kit. They directly reference their duo in their kit, but Bae and Clay doesn't have that. They are a duo unit without being a duo unit, which is crazy to think about because I thought it would just be the simplest thing to just have a duo unit actually complement each other. But the only thing that they complement each other on is just being on the same team, because they're both burst 2s and they both have 40-second cooldowns. In both aspects of the character, you would want to run them both on the same team, but that's the only thing that works in this synergy. Two 40-second cooldown burst 2 units, which can be just replaced by any other burst 2 40-second cooldown units. Polly and Biscuit, for an example. But that's the only thing that works in this synergy for Bae and Clay. Talking about Bae's kit is odd because she works like Jackal, where she is able to distribute the damage between units. But the thing is about Bae is that, let's say that Bae bursts and she's able to get the damage distribution buff up, and she takes a hit for the team. Let's just say it's 100k damage. It doesn't say this anywhere in her kit, but she takes 40% of whatever damage she takes, and then she distributes the rest of the damage to her team. Everyone else is going to take 15% damage while she takes 40%. It doesn't help Bae, and due to that, Bae is going to be taking the brunt of the damage when her HP and her defense isn't going to be looking the greatest. Her numbers just doesn't add up to where she's actually a defender class, and her duo Clay doesn't help her reduce the damage she's taking or even heals Bae, even though Clay is a supporter and they're part of the same unit, which doesn't make sense at all. Clay supports with just a mediocre attack buff, only doing full burst, and she just removes one status effect. Okay, that's great, but that doesn't help Bae at all. Ironically, Bae and Clay work better when they're not paired in a team, which is like I'm gonna be saying all video. They're duo units without being a duo in their kit. Another telling sign for that was that they were released 2 months apart. Bae was released just before Crown came out, and the next unit that came after Crown was Trani, which doesn't make sense because I would have thought they would have picked right up from Bae to Clay, but instead we waited about a month and a half for them to finally release Clay, and then Trani wasn't even that good. I'm upset about this because I thought Bae was going to be okay. A lot of people who was theory crafting about Bae's kit was saying, oh, she's going to be a goddess in PvP. Little did everyone know, Bae was not good in PvP. I don't see anyone running Bae on their team in PvP. My arena group is 204 on the global server. That's for my rookie arena. But for my special arena, I don't see anyone running Bae in those team comps. I am Diamond 3. People are coping that Clay would help Bae any sort of way to help her be that PvP unit, but she doesn't even do that either. Like, it's crazy that they're released 2 months apart. People were huffing that copium, and they're gonna continue to huff that copium, unfortunately. I don't even like bragging on that fact because I wanted Bae to be better, and for Clay to be this bad, to be a nothing unit, hurts. And the funny thing is about Clay's release is that it's a mirror of last year's release. Around the same time slot before the summer event happens, Roseanne released, and Roseanne ended up being the worst unit of all time. And then now it's looking like Clay might be taking up the torch for being the worst unit of all time. And then it's wilder because before Roseanne was released, Noir and Blanc were released. It just makes no type of sense. The formula was there for them, and they chose to fumble. Now, that does not mean that Clay is not a great waifu. She's an amazing waifu. But for Shiftup to fumble this bad, and for Clay to be put in this situation to where it seemed like she was released to fail. I don't know if that was the intention. That's just what it seems to me, and it kind of reflects in her kit. But she has a rocking ass event theme song, which is amazing. I love her theme song. But that kit, woof, woof. Y'all better call the chief because this ain't it, bro. This ain't it. I don't understand how Shiftup could fumble this character the way that they did. And it's looking like the biggest fumble that they have released to date. So yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you all for being here. Y'all have been awesome. And I will see you guys again in the next video. But until then, bye, 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 bye.